Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse. Saying its name 3 times won't have the same effect as a certain bioexorcist, but it's still a sight to behold. Towering at about 950 times the size of our Sun, Betelgeuse is one of the most massive stars in our universe. But such immense size comes at a cost. Like all stars, Betelgeuse has a life expectancy, and its days are numbered. It's a ticking time bomb on the verge of an explosive finale, but when exactly will it happen? What if today was the day Betelgeuse went out with a bang? Betelgeuse is one of the closest massive stars to Earth, sitting at a distance of just 650 light-years away. This proximity has made it a favorite among astronomers, both professional and amateur, who constantly monitor its activity, eagerly awaiting the moment it reaches its grand finale. Unlike our Sun, which still has billions of years left in its lifespan, Betelgeuse is living on borrowed time. As a red giant, it has expanded to an enormous size, exhausting its nuclear fuel and teetering on the edge of collapse. When it finally reaches its breaking point, it will erupt in a dazzling supernova, a titanic explosion that will outshine entire galaxies and send shockwaves through space. Some theories even suggest that Betelgeuse might collapse into a black hole, adding another layer of mystery to its fate. But before we grab our telescopes and prepare for the celestial fireworks, we should consider an important question: what kind of impact could this explosion have on Earth, and should we be concerned about its consequences? To understand the power of such an event, imagine stars as enormous nuclear reactors, ceaselessly generating unfathomable amounts of energy. When they reach the end of their life cycle and explode, the resulting energy release surpasses anything humanity has ever witnessed, an eruption of power that can outshine entire galaxies. Betelgeuse, with its immense mass and unstable nature, is a prime candidate for such a spectacular detonation. The explosion will unleash blinding light, intense radiation, and high-velocity shockwaves that will tear through space at unimaginable speeds. Any celestial body within 50 light-years of Betelgeuse's blast zone will be subjected to an onslaught of destructive forces, intense gamma-ray bursts, scorching heat, and a dense cloud of cosmic debris that could strip atmospheres and obliterate anything in its path. The effects of such an explosion on nearby planets would be catastrophic, reducing entire worlds to barren wastelands. But will Earth be affected? Surprisingly, no. Despite its extraordinary size and power, Betelgeuse is located at a safe enough distance, approximately 650 light-years away, that its explosion won't pose a direct threat to our planet. While we may bear witness to a celestial event of unparalleled brilliance, our world will remain untouched by its destructive forces. Instead of devastation, we will experience a rare and breathtaking spectacle, a cosmic fireworks show that will illuminate the night sky for weeks, possibly months, as Betelgeuse's final moments unfold before our eyes. The most noticeable effect we'll experience is the sudden appearance of an incredibly bright light in the night sky. Betelgeuse's explosion will shine with the intensity of a full moon, possibly even visible during the daytime. This cosmic light show will persist for weeks, maybe even months, as the supernova's light continues its long journey across space to reach us. It will be an awe-inspiring, once-in-a-lifetime event, but ultimately, Betelgeuse's explosion will mark the end of an era rather than a catastrophe for Earth. Still, what if the story played out differently? What if Betelgeuse were much closer to us when it exploded? In that scenario, things would be far less poetic and much more apocalyptic. The radiation emitted from a nearby supernova would overwhelm Earth's atmosphere, exposing the planet to lethal gamma rays. Such radiation could strip away the ozone layer, leaving us vulnerable to deadly ultraviolet rays from the sun. In an instant, ecosystems would collapse, and life as we know it would cease to exist. Gamma radiation is among the most destructive forces in the universe. Unlike ordinary light, gamma rays carry immense energy capable of penetrating deep into biological tissue, causing mutations, burns, and fatal damage to living cells. If Betelgeuse were within a few dozen light-years of Earth, the sheer intensity of its radiation would be enough to sterilize the planet. No species, no technology, no shelter would stand a chance. The entire solar system would be engulfed in the supernova's deadly wave, rendering even distant planets uninhabitable. But before you start panicking, take comfort in the fact that we are safely positioned well beyond Betelgeuse's danger zone. The star's final act will be a spectacle rather than a cataclysm, a dazzling celestial event that will remind us of the sheer power and beauty of the cosmos. When it finally erupts, Betelgeuse's explosion will outshine every star in the night sky, creating a beacon visible across vast distances. The sight will be breathtaking, an unprecedented cosmic show that will captivate astronomers and casual stargazers alike. Over time, as the supernova's light begins to fade, astronomers will be left with the task of redefining the familiar shape of the Orion constellation, which will no longer feature Betelgeuse as its iconic shoulder. The absence of this fiery giant will forever alter our perception of the night sky, a reminder that even the most brilliant celestial bodies are not eternal. The universe itself will carry on, unshaken by the loss of one of its luminous giants, but for those who have admired Betelgeuse for generations, its disappearance will be an emotional moment, marking the end of an era in stargazing history. Its absence will not only be felt in scientific circles but also in the hearts of countless skywatchers, poets, and dreamers who have gazed upon its crimson glow for centuries. The impact of Betelgeuse's supernova won't just be an astronomical event, it will be a cultural and scientific milestone, a phenomenon that will be studied for decades to come. The explosion will offer astronomers an unparalleled opportunity to analyze the life cycle of massive stars, shedding new light on stellar evolution and the processes that shape our cosmos. It will also serve as a stark reminder of the fragile yet dynamic nature of the universe, where even the most seemingly uncheckable entities are subject to time's relentless march. While Betelgeuse's explosion won't leave a real void in the universe, it will leave one in our hearts, a silent echo of the celestial marvel that once was, but as one star fades, others will rise. New generations of astronomers will turn their gaze toward distant supernovae, searching for the next cosmic spectacle, and who knows, perhaps the next great celestial drama is already unfolding somewhere in the vastness of space, waiting for us to witness its brilliance. Yet, while we may have dodged this particular cosmic bullet, the universe remains full of unpredictable dangers, lurking in the vast expanse of space. Cosmic threats come in many forms, some we can anticipate, others that strike without warning. What if another cataclysmic event was already in motion, hurtling toward us from the depths of the cosmos? What if an uncontrollable force, like a rogue quasar, entered our solar system, flooding our skies with blinding radiation and disrupting the very fabric of our reality? How would we react? And more importantly, would we even stand a chance against such an astronomical nightmare?